Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gav Major and this is a review of the American Tier 6 destroyer USS Benham, the end report of the Steel Redeemer campaign. Now this is a Tier 5 and 6 game of domination on Crash Zone on the enemy team of a Z-39, a Jervis, a Benham, a Bedoini, an Aoba, Trento, New Orleans, Normandy and New Mexico. So only the one radar cruiser to be concerned about. Spawned on the right and moving into the Charlie objective. Now USS Benham is a Benham class destroyer, of which 10 were built between 1936 and 1939. For a more technical video regarding the Benham class, then I'd recommend the Navy Reviewers video, which will be carded top right now, but also will be on the end screen, and that is 8 minutes and 53 seconds long. Now USS Benham's career during the Second World War, it started off being an escort for Enterprise when Pearl Harbor was attacked, so she wasn't present at the time, and she then continued as a carrier escort through the early part of 1942, escorting the Doolittle raid and the Battle of Midway, which she partook in. She then went on to Guadalcanal, where she was sunk by a torpedo to the bow. She was later abandoned and then sunk by friendly gunfire in November 1942. Now, as always, in comparison to the fully upgraded tech tree destroyers, excluding commanders, camouflages, booster flags and optional modules, we'll go through the stats. Now, survivability wise, she has a below average HP for the tier. However, she is one of the small destroyer batch, and therefore if you compare her to the smaller destroyers, which would be the Benson, the Jervis and the Akatsuki, she actually has the highest HP in comparison to those. It's simply due to the larger destroyers of the tech trees, like the Minsk, the Vakulin and the Bass, which mean that she ends up having a below average HP. Can I open fire on this Benham, I should say. As well, just always got to bear in mind that she does have a bucket load of torpedoes, but then again, so do I in the same situation. Also got to try and read what's happening to my front and make sure that I don't overextend myself on the ground. So I might just quickly flip back just in case he has used torpedoes. Use my engine boost. Can't torpedo that. Gonna quickly make a sprint for the smoke. What's that? Oh, we have a Jervis here as well. Oh, good lord. Always busy times. Trento's going the other way. So this destroyer brawl has turned out to be a little bit intense. Gonna start laying a smoke screen. Smoke generator started. But I'm just gonna try and make sure I lay it at about 15 knots. The reason being is if you go more than 15 knots you will outrun your smoke screen. Well, we kind of got to the artillery, didn't we? Oh, I guess I forgot to mention that with the armour, she has like average values, but until we get an armour view it's not really easy to work out. But then again, she's a destroyer, so probably lightly armoured all over. What? He'll auto detect me at 2 clicks.
Engine boost deactivated.
I should also detect him too. Oh, is the Jervis coming back? Right, I need to get out of here. I'm sorry, there's just a little bit too much going on for me to be able to do a review here at the moment. Oh, guns. Yes, guns. Oh no, Jervis is showing himself. I'm going to have to take an opportunity at that. Oh no, what's that on my left? Doiny. This is nuts, this game. I'm sorry. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Oh, right, artillery. 4 5-inch guns and 4 single mounts. A turret, B turret super firing, X turret super firing over Y turret at the rear. So 2 guns forward, 2 guns aft. They have an average range of 10.8 kilometers and they have a better than average reload of 4 seconds. They also have the second quickest traverse speed. You do have the trait sluggish shot, which means that your shells do have possibly a lower muzzle velocity, which means at long range you'll have to lead further. However, it does mean you can shoot over islands should you so wish. Oh no, detected by the bloody plane. Oh, plane's gone, thank God. Now continuing with the guns, you have an average HE shell damage, you have the joint lowest fire chance, and you have a below average AP shell damage. What this means is you end up with the third worst high explosives DPM, the second worst AP DPM, and the worst fires per minute. Going on to the torpedoes, you do have the trait big yield. However, I disagree with this because your torpedoes don't actually hit that hard. They do have the lowest torpedo damage at 9,233, and I wouldn't really count 16 torpedoes as a salvo. I would count 8 torpedoes as a salvo because in order to fire 16 torpedoes, you are going to have to do a bit of a flipping and flopping in the water in order to bring all your torpedoes to bear. Now you have 4 quadruple launchers, 2 port, 2 starboard. They have quite nice torpedo angles, which is, well, it's a nice little benefit really. Now you have short detectability on these torpedoes, a below average range of 7.5 kilometers, and the second slowest at 56 knots. However, you do have the second fastest launcher reload speed and the fastest reload speed per torpedo. Now, due to their short detection range of 1.1 kilometers, you do end up with the enemies having a below average time to respond to your torpedoes because they got quite a nice speed. Going on to manoeuvrability, and you are the second slowest at 36.5 knots, but that just simply means you're coming behind the joint slowest destroyers, which are the Vaquelin and the Jervis. Let's see if we can get rid of this said 39. Now, being that he's not shooting, I suspect he's gone and dumped the torpedoes out.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Yeah, there you go. Now, yes, you also have the smallest turning circle and an average rudder shift. Concealment wise, you have just about average concealment by sea, which is 7.1 kilometers. You have the worst detectability from air, which is 3.6 kilometers, so you may have to stand back from enemy aircraft a bit more than you normally would, and you have an average detectability from smoke. Going on to the consumables, you have 2 engine boosts, and these grant you plus 8% speed for 120 seconds with a 180 second reload. Now this will take your base speed up from 36.5 knots to 39.42 knots. You also have 2 smoke screens. Now you do have the trait extended smoke, however your smoke screens are exactly the same as the Japanese and the Russians, so that's the Akazuki and the Minsk, and that has a 20-second duration, that's how long it takes to lay a smoke screen, a 85-second dispersion, that's how long the smoke screen is going to sit around for, and a 240-second reload. So 2 of her traits I would question, and 1 of her traits I can kind of agree with. She also comes with a Type 9 camouflage, which is the same as a consumable Type 4 camouflage. And as always, down in the description is the command build and the modules used during this game, but I should let you know that I've taken aiming systems, propulsion mods and concealment systems. Well, 64,000 damage, 3 kills, 6 torpedo hits and 41 hits on target. I hope you could bear with. As always, I do these reviews live in-game as I'm playing them, so if I get distracted or hung up due to something happening in the game, I do apologise, but I think it gives a bit more honesty to the review. I can't just pick the best game I've had in her and then commentate over it. I do what was the best review, as in me going through the notes while I'm playing, and if it works, it's the one that goes up. Well, let's see, how did we do? Team results. First of the team? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Usually with the reviews, the best reviews are the ones where I do actually live all the way through to the end, so obviously that does mean you end up with slightly better scores at the end screen. However, ship service cost only 73,000 credits, therefore made myself quite a pretty penny. Well, if you have enjoyed this review, feel free to give the video a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe, and if you are already a subscriber, I'd like to say thank you very much for your continued support, comments and contributions. Down in the description here are the modules and the command build used during this game, along with the email address for the channel should you wish to send in any of your own game captures for the community video on a Monday. That's sea trials and amateur reports, basically your captures with my commentary or tactical overlays. I'd also like to say thank you to the patrons, and the link to Patreon is down in the description if you'd like to support the channel, because it is a non-monetized channel, and as this was a premium ship review, the patrons names will be appearing on screen now. Well, until next time, I'm the Gallifrey Major, and back to the port.